I'm going to weld again. I'm going to use a Harbor Freight Tools 80 amp DC inverter arc welder that puts out DC electrode positive current. And I'm going to weld these 2 pieces of stainless steel, and I'm going to weld a lap joint. See how one piece of steel laps over the other one? That's a lap joint. In the last video I welded a butt joint, so I'm going to weld this in a flat position. And I'm going to use a 308L stainless steel arc welding rod that's size 3/32, and it runs off of, well, it melts off of DC electrode positive current or AC current. So I'll just put this together like that. And this is in a flat position. And now I'll just like tack it together on the end. And I'm gonna like tack this. Let me back up this camera. So I'm almost like tack it on the end. I think it's tacked. Not a very good tack, but a tack. So let me tack it on this end here to make it hold down. Yeah. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to let this go up and fill the rest of this in. I'm going to use up the rest of this rod after I knock off the swag. There we go. You gotta let this rod like melt and build up. Get another rod. That one's used up. Here's another rod. Hobart makes better welding rods, I think, than some of the other ones. Definitely better. They definitely work better than Vulcans. Alright, let's finish this. Wait, let me knock off the slag. Now on these lap joints, you got to let the metal build up so it will penetrate into this piece and that piece at the same time. Wow. Glowing red. You know, there are people who are afraid of work. There are people who are scared of work. They see you doing this and they go crazy. Overwhelmed with fear. If you don't work, you don't live. They're killing themselves on drugs and stuff. This penetrated quite well. I'll show you in a minute. With this weld, I'll show you how to tell if a weld is suitable and when you can kind of trust it. I don't trust it more than you would trust another weld streak. I'll show you how you can trust this weld streak more than you could other weld streaks. I'll show you in a minute what I'm talking about. There's something in a weld streak called undercut. I'll show you what that is. See this right here? Well, you can't. Let me zoom this in a little bit. Well, you still can't see it. So I'll just have to hold it up to the camera and show you. But to tell if you want to be able to tell if you can trust a weld streak, like to hold something, okay, wait a minute. Okay, you see this right here, wait a minute, you see this right here, right, you see where it's kind of like got a, well, you can't see it, but it's kind of like an edge right there, like it's kind of cut in. That's how you know it's penetrated, when you see that. See right here where it kind of cut that off right there, that's how you know it penetrated. And when you see this on a weld streak, that cut off place like that on the edge, that means it's penetrated into the metal. It means the metal's been fused together. That it's sometimes when people weld something, it just bonds and it doesn't really penetrate. Like if they're not using enough heat, it won't penetrate. But see that right there, and this at the end right here, see where it's kind of like cut that right there, cut a gap right there. That's how you tell if it's penetrated. When you see that gap cut in it right there, that means it's penetrated, and that's what you want. See how flat looking that is? That means that it's penetrated. That's what you want. If you see the weld streak is just like kind of rounded, like